Grab your Rosetta Stones, Wargamers. We're going to need them to crack the code of the mysterious portal that will take our heroes to the Crimson Wyrm, to the lair of the Crimson Wyrm. It's a magic thing. It's right over here. It's just halfway across the table, but what a table it is. This, everything before that brown road over there, all of this, half movement. Graham is the only one who can get there, fulfill the obligation. But we can't just go do it, because our boys, Joanna and Don, have to kill and either harvest, carve up and vivisect, or, in the case of Joanna, or pray for the souls of a couple of fallen enemies. It is turn one, and we're going to dive right in. The first thing we're going to do is move all of our mooks. We've got a whole mess of them. And they're going to move. Now, you know what? They're in the back, so we can't do that. Let's see who we're going to move first. Let's go ahead and move Joanna. I think what we'll do is we'll send Joanna and Don are going to travel together. Joanna is going to go ahead and jump out of the boat. It's going to be 3 inches to get onto this island. And then another 4 from there will take her all the way to here on her first move. Then she's got to start rolling. She's going to use her D6 to make another move. She successfully does. It's going to be 2 inches to there. And then she's got another 5 inches in her. She's going to move all the way up to here. I wonder if can you see it? Yep, there she is way over there. She's already almost there. These last 2 dice, I'm going to put a blue marker. Our blue chip is going to show that she's got a couple of actions left to her. Old Don here is going to take 5 inches. His free move is only going to take him to here. He's going to use his other 3 actions all to move. He gets a 4, 3, and an 8, so he's only going to get 2 more moves. That's going to be 4 and 5, and then that's 2 inches to there, and he's got 3 more inches. So he's bringing up the rear, but at least he's keeping her company. They're moving quick, ladies and gentlemen. This mucky mire is very, very deep. Nobody can pass through that. You can't walk through it. We've cleared up enough space. We're going to send our first mook now that there's room to move. It's going to cost him 4 inches. This shooty boy is going to be able to move to here. And then he's got 2 more actions. So he's going to roll a 3 and a 5. He's going to get to move 1 more time. And we're just going to bring him up to here to this rock and hold down the fort back here. This melee boy is going to first use he's going to move 1 inch to here. It's going to be 5 inches to there, and he gets 1 more inch. He rolled a 2 on his first move and a 4 on his next, so he can move up 3, and he's going to keep that guy company. Then we're going to bring this melee guy. It's going to be a 3-inch move to here, and he's got 3 more inches, so he can get to about there. And his next move in support is going to be 1 inch, and then 4. That's going to be 5, actually, so he's to there. And then we've got another guy who moves 1, 5, 6. His first move is nothing, and he gets 1 more move. It's going to be 3 inches to there, and then into the center of the stream. Now we've got a lot of guys here. This is awesome. All right, I love it. He's going to move 1 inch to there. We'll call that 6, and then he fails on his move, and he gets his last move, so he'll move up. They are ready, and we're going to bring this shooty boy 1 inch to there, 5, 6. He gets a 3 and a 7, so he's going to be able to join. He'll move up this way just a little bit more. And that leaves Mr. Wizard Man, who is going to move 1, 4. His first free move is going to be over to here. I guess we'll send him over this way. So that's 1 action. And then we're going to re-roll any failures here. He got 2 failures. He's just cruising along. So he gets 2 more successes. He can move a total of 14 inches. That's going to be 2 to there. 2, 4, 6. 6. That's 9. And then does he want to risk going? Yeah, he's going to go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So he is off on his own. Let's move our archer, and then we'll be done. And he's going to go ahead and use his free move to get to there. And then he only gets to roll 1 die for each of his moves. He's going to use all 3 to move, and he's only going to get 1 success. So we'll call that 1 inch to there, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll move him into he gets 2 more inches, so he just moves 1 inch to there. And he is in the mire. Now it's time to figure out where our bad guys come in, and we're going to have 2 groups. One is going to be a group of, now remember, if I roll a south, they appear in the temple. So first we're going to roll for the hordes. We got 3 frogmen who come in from the northeast. And then we're going to roll for our 2 terrors, who also come in from the northeast. He's going to use his ability. He's got a class ability. He can shut down 1 portal. Those guys do not come in. The story there is that he has traps, and so he has laid a bunch of traps in the northeast corner, and all 5 of those guys simply aren't going to come on. Joanna's going to use her held action and fail on both of those. Now, because it's a held action, but it's a move action, so she does get to roll 2 dice. And she's only going to get 1 success, so she can move her 3.5 inches to here. And that's the end of the first turn. So we'll advance the turn counter to turn number 2. And our heroes are going to do some more moving. It takes a lot longer to do this when you got all those mooks running around. This time around, I think what we're going to do is start with, let's go ahead and start with Graham. He's got a free move of 3 inches. He can move into contact with his first column. See him behind there? And to get that first interact, we're going to roll a d10 and get a 2. We're going to roll a d4, get a 1, and we're going to roll a d6 and get a 1. So his first attempt to decode the columns is an utter failure. Way to go, Graham. We're all very impressed. The next thing we want to do is, I think we want to move our mooks up and see if we can get them a little closer. We're going to try to get these guys up to the road over here. They all get a free move, so I'm going to go ahead and move them. It's 2 inches to cross this, and then 2 inches to there. He's a half an inch away, so that's going to be basically 6 inches there. He's going to move an inch, and then 5, and then 6. And so that's all of their free moves. Then they get 2 more moves, and I'm going to, well, we'll start with this guy, and he's going to get a 7, and a 4. So he gets 2 moves. He can move a total of 12 inches, and crossing this gap is 5, so that's going to be 2, 7, and we'll just kind of bring him up a little bit right there so that he's ready to defend against the northeast and the east. This guy then is going to use his free, he already used his free move, so one of his moves, a 6, is going to be a success, and his second one is a failure, so he's going to move 2.5 inches, well, basically 2 inches to there, and he can only move another 2 inches, so he stops right there. And that archer is going to fail and get 1 success. So he can move 3 inches and then another 1.5 inches, and he's basically right there. We'll bring our tracker up. He's going to cost, that's going to be 2 inches of movement, and then it's 3 and to there. And then I guess we'll use the D6 to move. And that, we'll call that 5 a success, and he can move 3 inches through the swamp, so we'll put him right there in the back, and he's now ready to do the same. He's kind of behind these 2 trees here. There he is, see him? He's hiding right here. Now let's take a look over at this side of our forces and see how they're going to move. We've already done Graham. Let's bring her. I want to know where he's going first. No, I take it back. I want to move these 2 guys. It's going to cost them an inch. It's going to cost them, let's call it 1.5 inches to get up there. They can slide along another 3.5 inches to here. That's their free move. And then they're going to roll 2d8. We'll roll for the melee boy, who gets a success and a failure. And the missile boy gets a success and a success. So our melee boy is only going to be able to move 3 inches. He's going to take up a central location right here in the water. Our shooty boy can move wherever we want him to. I'm going to put him right here. I mean, he's got 12 inches he can move, and that's only 6 inches, so he's fine. He can get to there. He's kind of hiding behind this column. I take it back. Let's go ahead and put him right here so he's behind a barricade. Okay? Then we've got one more fighter type who's not going to move and who's not going to move. So he's kind of holding down the rear here. Let's watch in that direction, shall we? That leaves the last of our heroes, good old Don Cossack. What are you going to do, Don? We're going to run to the center. It's going to be a little less than 3 inches to get behind this tree here. We may need to elevate our and then our camera, we're going to move another, oh, you know what? He only gets to move 2.5 inches. And then 5 inches is just going to put him on the temple. And I think we'll go ahead and, we got to do our other 2 movement. He gets 1 more movement. It's going to cost all of his movement to get to right there. So he is centrally located. I'm going to put him right here. He's blocking this road, ready to defend. Because remember, the bad guys work with an AI. They're going to move towards the nearest enemy. So if they come along that road there, they're going to be headed for Graham first. Let's roll for reinforcements. Once again, we've got 3 froggies coming in from the west, and we've got 2 terrors. Now, these are shooter terrors coming in from the southeast. I'm going to start with these guys. I want to show you what I did to make this challenging. Our heroes have to wade through the swamp. Our villains have a fairly easy route to get stuck in as fast as possible. Now, they need to move to within eyesight. They got to get basically to this point in order to shoot. And to do that, it's going to cost them 2, 4, 6, well, 2, let's call that 5, and then to there. That's going to be their free move. Everybody is still out of range. So they have to do some movement. But those are terrors. So we're going to roll for the first one. He's going to move. And that movement will take him... Now, again, there's an obstacle there. He's going to have to spend 2 inches to get across it. He's going to have to spend 4 inches to cross that 2-inch gap. So that's his first move. And now he is in range of that archer that you can't see because he's behind the tree. Can he see him? Yeah, he can see him. We're going to give him some cover. He's got 2 actions, 2 shots at that melee boy. And the first one's going to hit, and the second one's going to hit. Wow, 1 in 100. How about that? So the melee guy, the missile guy, is going to save on the first. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no. Minions. Good question. These guys use their die type for defense. Do minions use the same D6 as the heroes, or are they straight up minions that use the D8? Well, if they use the D8, he's okay. Let me go check the rules, though. All right, I just looked. They use their quality type for all rolls. How about that? They're actually use a better style die. So that's his first move. 2, 6. And then does he have line of sight? He does, but it's going to be at -2. So instead of that, he's going to take up position. He's going to move to a better position for shooting. And that's going to put him 4 inches to there. That's going to put him right here. And then he's going to be able to target the nearest enemy right there. So he used his free move to get to there. He used his second move to get to there. And then he's got 1 shot that's a 7. And he gets, he used 1, 2. He only gets 1 shot. It's a hit. And that guy rolls a 6 and defends. Oh, yeah, way to go, shooter boy. He is kind of a stud. Now let's go look at the other side of the table and see what those hordes are doing, the froggers. As in past games, they are going to move 5 inches. They leap across 1. That's going to be their free move up to there. Then we're going to have to take it one at a time. They're going to move to the nearest visible enemy. The nearest visible enemy is Gordo for now. And first we'll start with one of those guys in the front rank. He's going to bound 5 inches, and that will take him to here. And now the question is, where's the nearest visible enemy? And he's got 1, 2, well, yeah, it's probably going to be Gordo. So that's one action, and then his second action is going to be, not Gordo, Don. He's going to leap into melee with Don, and now he is done with his actions. The guy next to him is going to do the same thing, try to get stuck in with Don. He gets 1 success and 1 failure, so he's going to move up 5 inches to here. And then that last guy is going to try to move up 5 inches. He's going to move up to here. And then we have to ask, well, who's the nearest guy? He's already stuck in. It's probably going to be him because they want to stop. But I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because he's actually obscured by both vegetation and the post. So let's do this. Let's make it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on an 8, I don't know, we'll re-roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's actually going to leap over here and get stuck in with this guy. And that's all he's going to be able to do on this turn. That is the end of turn 2. We move on to turn 3. And let's see what our heroes have in store for these villains. The first thing we're going to do is try to log that first interact. No. Come on, Graham. 4 up. Got it. So that's 1 success. Free move to here, and then we're just going to hide. We're going to hide right there. He's got 2 dice left, the 6 and the 10. No, we're not going to hide. We are going to zot this guy with a Mage Bolt. We're going to roll. Oh, he already used his D10. He's got his D6 left. A 5 is going to be a success. Now that guy's going to get rocked. 4d6. To see how many hits he takes. And he hits on a 4 up, so that's 2 hits. And now he has to save on a 5 up and then a 6 up. So he saves on the 5 up and he saves on the 6 up. Well, that's a little annoying. Graham is done for turn number 3. We're going to fight with this boss right here. He gets his first attack is a miss, and his second attack is a miss. Well, okay, he's not a boss after all. What do we want to do with our lady? Sapper Joanna is going to use her free move to get, it's going to be a 2-inch cost to get to here, and then she can move 4 more inches, which will allow her to get to right here. And then she's got a range with her bombs of 8 inches, so she can only get to right here if she wants to drop something nasty down. She does. She's going to drop a smoke bomb down with her D10. A 1 and a 7. So she hits it, and this marker right here is going to be... Oh, I should have had that guy shoot first. All right, so 2.5 inches out from there. So basically, imagine a line. Oh, you can't even see, can you? Right, like this. I probably should have done this before the turn. All right. So imagine a line right here. This is all smoke in this area, and that's what this marker is for. So he's going to have to move out of the smoke if he wants to shoot. We like that because it means that, well, that's her first action. And then she's going to... What are you going to do with those last 2 actions? She's got a 6 and an 8 left over. She probably should have thrown a bottle of boom. Let's throw a bottle of boom at this guy right here. That bottle of boom has a diameter that looks a little something like this. If she... Well, yeah, we're just going to drop it right there. She's got enough to go around, and she also needs to fulfill some curses. That bottle of boom is going to require a 6 up. If she can hit with it, she rolls 2d8. And with a miss and a 5, that's a hit. Now that frogman is going to have to save on a 6-up. And he does. All right. This is why you just got to keep throwing stuff at him, throwing stuff at him. We've got an archer right here who's going to turn around. We'll use his free move to put him here behind cover, and he's going to take a shot at this guy. Well, actually, he'll take 2 if he needs to. That first one is a hit, and the guy is going to save, and then the second shot is a miss. Okay. Second shot's a miss. That means we're going to have to go to our big boy right here is going to get smacky. He's going to roll 2 dice to see if he hits. Oh, you know what? That's a great point. Oh, no, he doesn't get the 2. That's our tracker that gets the 2. So that's a miss and a hit. And does that guy save? He does. Okay, we'll roll with our D8s. For Don, attacks and he hits. And the guy makes his save with an 8. So Don is going to attack, and he gets a 5 and a 6, which is a hit. And we'll see if that guy can save yet again. He does again. We got some super armored guys here. They're making saving throws all over the place. Well, it's not over yet. We'll move. See, that smoke is going to block our guys too, isn't it? We probably should have had these guys attack before we drop the smoke. Alright, so we're going to use Gordo's free move. That smoke sits right here. Where do we want to put him? I'm going to pull him back into the temple. And he's going to take a shot at this guy right here. Now he's got a D10, and he hits, and that guy is going to save. He'll roll his D8s. And that's a hit. And that guy fails. Finally able to put down one of these hordes. And that was nice shooting Gordo. And Gordo still has his D6 available. So I think what I want to do is, I think I'm just going to leave him right there. I don't know what to do with the D6. So he's gonna waste that move. We're going to bring, these guys are going to use their free move to pull back to here. All of them are pulling back, kind of behind the tree. And then we'll bring our archer over here. And our swordsmen are going to he's going to pull back, and the other one is also going to pull back. So we're going to put them between these trees, and we're going to force these guys to come to us. That's it for the good guys. For the bad guys, let's see where they come on. We've got 3 more Froggers coming in from the north, and we've got 2 hordes coming in from the northwest. Our 2 terrors are going to book it 6 inches to right here. And then they're going to use their second move. Nearest visible enemy is this guy down here. So he's going to not move, he's going to move, and he's going to move. 6 inches will take him to the stream. 6 inches will take him here. And then 3 more inches will take him. That's as close as he can get. His buddy is going to move, and move, and move. So it's going to be 6, 6, and he gets stuck in. So now this guy is going to have to deal with, well, he's still got to fight this frog, and that frog is going to take a stab, and he's going to take another stab, and that's going to be a hit, and he has to defend, and he fails, so he goes down. And then we've got those 3, we got 2 terrors over here and 3 hordes over there. Let's do those hordes over there first. They're going to move, and then, they're going to move 6 inches up the road. And the guy in front is actually going to stop. He's a shooter. He is going to, no, he can't, because he can't shoot into melee. He's going to have to move, and he doesn't. He's going to move, and he does. So he'll move up to here, and that's it for him. The other 2 guys are going to try to get stuck in with Don. He gets 2 moves, and the other guy gets One move. I don't think one move is enough. Nope. This guy's going to be just a little bit short. But now Don Cossack is beset by 2 enemies. We still have 2 guys. Terrors out here. This one is going to move 5 inches, and then 6 puts him right there. And 2.5, actually, yeah, that's his first free move. He's standing in the water. He's got 3 shots, and he's going to take 3 shots. 1 at our wizard, 1 at our bowman, and 1 at our alchemist. Poor Joanna. So the wizard is okay. The bowman takes a hit, and our alchemist takes a hit. So the bowman drops his die on the floor. I'm a very good wargamer. The bowman survives. And then Joanna. Now, Joanna rolls a d6, and she only saves on a 5-up. So Joanna takes her first wound. That's what the green chip is for. We'll have to do something about that, won't we? The good news is, oh, we got one more guy here. He's going to use his free move to journey. I wonder if he should come over. You know what? He's going to come over here, actually. 2 inches to there, and then 3. So this is his free move. And then he's going to move to there. That's going to be 4 inches to there. So that's his first action. His second action is going to be move up here to cover. And then his third action is going to be shoot the nearest, which is Joanna again. He's got 1 shot, and he hits her. And she does not make her save. So she has taken 2 wounds. And now the good news is that's the end of the terror's turn. The bad news is our heroes have been utterly unable to get anything done. We really need to fulfill these vows here, man. All right, let's start with this. Let's start with, no, I don't want to do that. She only has 1 move. You know what I forgot? She has a token. She has a token of wounds, so she's only at 1. That second wound is negated by her token. Which is great, because what that means is she can drop a big bottle of boom on these 3 guys right here. We'll check the template. Yep, everybody's going to have to make a save. It's definitely within range. We're going to use, she's got a wound, so she only gets to do the D8. She hits her target, and now we've got a vermin, or a horde rather, who saves. And we've got 2 terrors. The first one saves, and the second one saves. Fine. We're going to use another bottle of boom. What do you think of that? Huh? Oh, it's on a 6s, actually. So she hits, and the terror 1, that's this guy, saves. The other terror saves, and the horde goes down. And all she has left is a free move, which she's going to use to get out of dodge. She's not built for this, so she's going to... No, well, or she should drink her potion of big heal. Not yet. Not yet. That means we're going to bring this guy up to fight here. He can run 2 inches, and then it's 2 inches away. He's going to take on this terror right here, and he's got 2 attacks. His first attack is a hit, and that terror is going to make it save. His second attack is a hit, and that terror is going to fail its save, so that terror goes down. All right, I think maybe they've used up all of their successful saves. Let's hope so. He has... Who else do we have now? We're going to bring this archer over, and he's going to take a shot. This archer is going to shoot at this terror, and he's got 2 shots to do it. His first shot is a miss, and his second shot is a hit, and that terror saves on a 4-up, and he saves. I have another archer over here. This archer is going to fade back into cover, and he's going to take a shot at this terror. He's actually going to take 2 shots at that terror. The first one is a hit, and that terror saves. The second one is a hit, and that terror saves again. Okay. Okay, Terror. Gordo's going to drop back here. And he's going to use his class ability, homing shot, +2 to hit. And that's a hit. And it is a -2 to dodge defend. So that means he only saves on a 6-up. Alright, well, it was worth a shot, I guess. He still has 2 more attacks. Let's go ahead and use Flurry, and he gets to roll 3 attacks for that. All 3 of these, he's going to get 1, 2, he gets 2 hits, and this guy has to pass 2 more saves. A 7 and a 2. Down he goes. Very good. Gordo, why don't you use your last move? We're just going to hold tight right there. We have a couple more guys that can do stuff. But first I'm going to do, Don here is going to use his class ability, and he's going to rage. He's going to use his D6 to make 3 attacks. He's going to hit one of those guys twice, and he gets 3 hits. He's going to hit one of them twice, and he's going to hit the other one once. So 2 saves at 4 up, success, and the one he hits once also succeeds with a 6. I'm going mental, man. This is ridiculous. All right, fine. We're going to use Cleave on one of these guys, and this is going to be our D8 attack. He hits with that, and Cleave means the foe is at -3. He only saves on a 7-up. Thank you. Down he goes. Now we're going to use our D6 to pray for the... Well, I'm a maniac. We're going to pray for the fallen. And that was kind of cocked. Okay, so he doesn't get anything else done. But at least he can turn to face this threat right here. And he's not alone. Now, he's attacked that guy, which is great because he is going to be able to run over and make 2 attacks. And the first one is going to be a hit, and that horde fails and goes down. Now he's got one more move. Let's go ahead and engage that other guy. Oh, he's not going to move. So this guy is going to use his free move to engage, and he gets 2 attacks. The first one is a miss, and the second one's a hit, and the gentleman fails his save, and he goes down. All right, that's what we wanted to see. That's what we're looking for, guys. You're doing great. Graham is the only one who hasn't gone yet, and he's going to cast his... He's going to take this guy out. He's going to cast... So Graham is over there by the post. He's going to use his token of potency, which gives him 8 shots with his Mage Bolt. 8 shots. And we're using the Sixers on this one. Well, first we need to see if he gets his spell off. He does. And now we're going to roll 8 shots that are hitting on 4s. So that's 2 hits. And that's 5 hits. This terror has to roll 5 successes. And he starts off on 4 up. In fact, haha, nice. Nice, we'll take it. Feels like a waste of a token, but it's not. Trust me, it's not. Now he's going to... What are we going to do? Let's use our move. So those guys are down. He still has 2 actions left, right? Let's go ahead and drop a heal spell with our 8s on Joanna. We have another heal spell. And then we've got our 6s. And that's going to be fine. He's got his D6. And for some reason, I think I want to use that D6. I'm going to move to a different post if I can. Yeah, he's actually going to run over here. This feels like a much safer place. We have to roll for reinforcements. And we are going to get 3 hordes that are going to come on the east. Then we're going to get 2 terrors coming in from the east. we'll focus on the near-in stuff first. This terror is going to approach the nearest enemy, and that's his free move. Then he's got 3 attacks at 4 up, and he's got 1 hit, and our bowman there fails. His second move is going to be to contact is nothing, and his third move is going to be to move to contact. See, oh, it's nothing. He rolled a 3, so he's done. Then this guy is going to just hold position. Actually, we'll move him over here so he's behind cover, and he's going to take 2 shots at this guy. And he hits, and that guy fails his save, so he goes down. And then he'll take his second shot at this guy is the next nearest, and that's a hit. And that guy makes his save, so then we have to worry about the newcomers. Let's go over there. Their free moves are going to put them right here. I already moved them up the first 6 inches. Then we're going to do the hordes first. And the first one is going to get an 8 for his move and a 1 for his second move. The second one is going to fail and move once, and the third guy is going to fail and fail. So 2 of these guys are going to move up an extra 6 inches. It's going to put them right there. And then these 2 terrors are going to move into cover if they can. So this one first, he's going to move, it's going to be 3. He's going to have to move up to here to take cover there. So let's see what happens. He moves across the stream and another 3 inches to there, and then he moves to here, and he's done. We're going to put him around this side, actually. Then this guy, there's one more terror back there. He's going to have to, let's move him up. Let's move him to here, okay? That's the rule. They move up to where they can see. So 6 inches along the road is going to put him right here. And then to clear the sight lines, he's got to use his second move, and a 5 is going to allow him to get behind cover, and then he can take a shot at Joanna, who's hiding right behind that tree. He hits her, and then she only saves on a 5 up. So a 1 ain't going to do it. So that does actually hurt poor old Joanna. And she's out of tokens. She doesn't have any heals. So we're putting the green pad underneath her, and then we move on to turn number 4. And we're going to do something. We're going to do something here. Joanna still has to investigate 2 dead bodies. So she has 2 actions in addition to her move. Don also has to do that. Let's start with Gordo. Gordo's going to bop around to this side, and he's going to take some shots at this guy right here. All right, so here's Gordo. Here's his target. He's going to use his D10, and he's already used all 3 of his special abilities, so it's just using the bow. Where can we roll where you can actually see it? Maybe out here is better. 1 and a 7 is a hit, and that guy saves on a 4 up. Of course he does. The second shot is going to be a 5 and a 2. So he saves on a 4 up, and with an 8 he does. And then we'll take a third shot with a 6. He hits, and we're going to save on a 4 up, and he does. I am shocked. We're going to bring this guy over now. Oh, I know what we're going to do with Joanna. We're going to do Joanna first. Oh, no. Okay. We're going to move him over, and he's going to use his 2 attacks. So his first one is a hit, and that terror is going to save. His second action is a hit, and that terror is going to save. At some point, these terrors have to fail, right? I mean, you would think. This guy's going to move up to here, and he's going to take a shot at this horde. He hits, and the horde guy rolls a, still cocked, 4 and saves, and he's got one more shot, that misses. Alrighty, that's fine. We'll move her to safety. And then she's going to throw a big bottle of boom and try to take these guys out. That's her first. Actually, she's going to move. Oh, she's going to move right here, actually. She's going to move into contact with this guy. Right there. And then she's going to use her sixers to drop that bottle of boom. In fact, you know what I think she could do? If she drops it right here, yeah boy, that's going to be the one. The 6 is a hit. Now, they all have to save on a 6-up. And it's going to be this guy first. He saves. 6-up for this guy. He saves. And a 6-up for this terror. And he saves. All right. She's got one more big bottle. And I think we got to use it. I think we got to use it. Because there's just too many guys. And the 5 is a hit. And so we've got an 8-up for this guy. Saves on a 6, so this guy goes down. This guy fails, and he goes down. And then our terror is going to save on a... Oh, he rolls a 1. Oh, that was a great drop. Great drop. Next turn, Joanna. Next turn, you're going to be able to pray to your heart's content. In the meantime, we got to deal with this guy over here. And that's going to be... Firebolt, all 4. Actually, do we want to do the Firebolt or the Fire Fury? Now, we want to do the Firebolt. You know, we can do both. Let's go ahead and start with a Firebolt. And a 2 and a 2 is a nothing. So the Firebolt is going to be an 8 is a hit. And that's going to be roll 4. Oh, you know what? It's going to be 4d8, actually. So it's going to be an 8, a 6, an 8, and a 1. So 3 firebolts on this guy right here. And we're going to have to roll 3 saves at a 4-up, which is a failure. So he goes down. And Graham notches another terror. All right, now he can spin around. And he's going to use his D6 to try to cast that firebolt spell. Now that is... this guy. So if he gets the spell off, with a 6 he does, this guy behind cover, that's Fire Fury rather, he has to save on a 6-up. And it's a 6. So he does. And I think that's it for all of our heroes. Yeah, everybody's gone. This battle is running a little bit long. We're at about the 40-minute mark. And we're only halfway through. We've just finished our hero's turn. We're going to call it quits for the day, come back tomorrow, and we'll pick it right back up with turn 4, the Darkness Pact's turn. Before we go, I wanted to point out, this is a simple CD with a real rock on it. These are striated wooden dowels, the kind you use for pinning furniture together. I've used these in the past. I've shown you how I use them in the sci-fi dungeon for power cores. Here, I just painted them with a really cool greenish marble pattern. A little bit of sand, a little bit of plastic aquarium stuff, static grass, the usual bushes. Really easy to do. There's no reason you can't do that. These are washers right here. When we pick it up, like I said, we're going to do the Darkness Pact, and so far, things aren't going well. These bad guys are making their armor saves like bosses. Kind of feel like a boss fight. Hopefully they got it all out of their system, and tomorrow, when our heroes bonk them on the heads, they go down just a little bit easier. Until then, remember, I'm praying for you.